All right, welcome. So this video is how to take action. So we're going to be talking about procrastination and why it's such a big problem, and then ways that you can actually start to overcome procrastination. So for those of you who are new to self-improvement, or you just want help to implement the tools and tactics for self-improvement in order to progress on your journey, you can join the Academy of Self-Mastery, which is the first link in my description, where I will be teaching you guys exactly how to implement all of these tools, all of these different habits into your lifestyle, making you more productive and allowing you to actually reach your goals a lot easier and a lot faster. So if that's something you want to join, you can go ahead and click that first link. But without further ado, we're just going to get into the problem with procrastination and decision fatigue. So the problem with procrastination and decision fatigue, the main problem we have here is that a lot of people who have goals, or a lot of people in general, are stuck in the state of chronic procrastination. They're chronically putting off the things that they really want to be doing or really need to be doing until tomorrow. But tomorrow never actually comes. They say tomorrow every single day, basically. And this chronic state of procrastination basically just builds up this level of chronic stress, right? It builds up this level of chronic, we could call it decision fatigue, right? Almost like decision fatigue, where the individual does not have the ability to do the thing that they know they want to be doing, and so they're technically still undecided on the thing. In their brains, in their human brains, they have not made a full decision. They are still back and forth between the decision of going for it instead of just doing it and making a decision through that, or sitting with the idea and making a decision on whether or not they're going to go and pursue it. And so this decision fatigue and this procrastination makes it a lot more difficult to get started, because the longer we go, the more the resistance to doing the thing builds up. So the process of building momentum is that we take small and consistent actions over a long period of time, and what happens is these actions not just stack on top of each other, but they compound on top of each other, right? So the longer that we're going, the more that we do these small actions consistently, the more momentum we're going to begin building up. And so this will exponentially expand as we continue to make progress. The actions themselves don't actually change. The results change as a result, as a byproduct of this consistency over a long period of time. So as far as building momentum goes, all we need to do is consistently take the right actions, consistently take the small actions that keep us in alignment with our goals, and then over time, we continue to build up more and more momentum as we build our skills, build our knowledge, and become better at doing the thing, making it easier to enter flow, so on and so forth. And therefore, the longer we go, the easier it becomes, and the better we get at it, and therefore the more results we can actually compound from it, because we can then produce more and produce better quality work at the same time. So taking the small actions, right? This starts with us actually breaking through this procrastination wall and this decision fatigue wall by just taking small actions, right? So decision fatigue comes from the fact that we're constantly going back and forth on a bunch of different options, when we could just decide for ourselves one path and start taking small actions on that path. That will help us to overcome this decision fatigue, because we will be able to analyze and readjust as we go. And so by taking the actions, we no longer keep ourselves in this paralyzed state of decision fatigue. And then by mentally breaking out of the procrastination, the first physical step that we take in order to fully break that loop is to start taking some of these small actions, right? So that can be anything. It can be a small action towards your business that may be easier. So for example, one that I might do is I might write a script, like a video idea, because scripting really takes like 5 minutes for me max. So like it's a very small, low demand task, but it is something that is in alignment with my goal, because for every script I write is a new video that I can record. So by doing something like that, it's a small action, but it helps me to get out of this procrastination state and start to get into a flow of creating content again. if I was procrastinating on making content, which, as y'all can tell, I'm not. But I'm trying to think of an example of something I have been procrastinating on. So writing is something I procrastinate on a lot because I write for hours on end, and so, the longer I fight it, the longer I get to stay out of having like 3 or 4 hours of just straight writing. But I do enjoy my writing time. It's just one of the things I've been procrastinating on. So for that, what I would do is I would take the small action of maybe outlining the course, or in my case, I have an outline for an ebook and I have an outline for a course done, but I have to finish writing both of those. So I would just say, in that case, the small action be just write the first sentence and then see where you can go from there. And then as we go, we're going to build up this momentum, and we're going to start to take bigger and bigger actions as we take care of some of these smaller things in the background first. So the next thing is removing distractions, forcing yourself to get started, and working to find a flow state. So this is how we actually break out of procrastination and take action on the things that really matter, that are really important. And so the main thing is going to be removing any distractions. Remove anything that might pull you away from the work that you're trying to accomplish, and just allow yourself the space to be focused on exactly what you're doing and only what you're doing, right? I'm looking around my desk right now, and I have absolutely nothing out that isn't in alignment with what I need to be doing. So I'll name you all of the things on my desk that don't have to do with me recording right now, which is my mouse, my magic mouse for my computer, a pen, a plug for my light, which is something I record with, and this little crystal thing, I forget, shungite. It's supposed to be for like radiation and shit. But yeah, that's everything on my desk that doesn't have to do with recording, right? So everything else is my script, my light, my mic, my phone for my camera. Everything on my desk is something that I need in order to be recording. And so therefore, I'm easily able to just stay in this flow state and focus on what I'm actually doing and what I'm trying to accomplish, instead of being constantly pulled in 1,000 different directions. So then you basically have to just force yourself to get started, right? Force yourself to begin the activity, force yourself to get going and moving on it. So force yourself to press record, force yourself to start writing. And then as you go, you can now work in a way that is going to allow you to find a flow state in that activity. And once you have found a flow state, it's very easy to then go and accomplish or complete the task. So progressing from here, basically what we want to do is we now want to increase the intensity of our output and increase the focus and concentration of our output within each work block, and that will help us to compound these results faster. It will help us to build this momentum and to speed up and accelerate how quickly we can build that momentum. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below anything you guys may have learned. I'm always interested to see what you guys have to say. And for those of you who are athletes or entrepreneurs and want to take your goals to the next level, or just want to have a system in order to achieve them faster and easier through self-improvement and through all of these different tactics that we use in order to accelerate progress and accelerate productivity, if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and go to my Instagram and send me a DM, and we'll discuss getting you into my mentorship program. But aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more content like this, press the subscribe button. But other than that, I'm out of here. Peace.